I'm Sonko, working at Dunton Bridge. I'm running a company called Sonko Sport Fishing Company, which people normally book their boat excursions from me. And I got a recommendation from Gambia Tourism Board to put the name of my place as Information Center. Sonko Sport plus Information Center, and then we normally do boat booking to people and clients who normally like to do some excursion in the river, such like sightseeing, that means cruising in the Oyster Creek towards the mouth of the river Gambia up to Lamin Lodge by passing through Pelican Island, and other trips like creek fishing, dolphin spotting in the river, not in the Oyster Creek but in the river Gambia, and then cruising up to James Island, the routes where you see Kunta Kinte's family and the slave house. From there, we normally arrange sea fishing trips too, where you can do some sea fishing with lures, live beds, shrimps, and bonga to go for big ones. And then we normally do trawling too for barracudas when the water is clear. Secondly, we organize a trip up to Fatoto. On the way going to Fatoto, you may pass through Tendaba. We arrange a trip to Tendaba after James Island. And then we arrange a trip to Ganjambure, where you can find the hippos, baboons, and the alligator crocodiles in fresh water. We arrange all those trips. And then we normally arrange a creek party called Lazy Day, where people normally used to be on the boat for the whole day, swimming, drinking, relaxing. It's including food if you like. And if you don't like, we can take you up to Lamin Lodge, whereby you can buy food from the local restaurant there, which is a restaurant built by wood in the tree deck. And then from there, we normally do so many different trips, and it depends to the hours. We start the trip from 9 o'clock to 4 as a full day trip, and then from 9 to 1 o'clock has half day trip. But some people, they do normally like 2-3 hours trip, that's called creek tour, rounding the Oyster Creek towards the mouth of the river Gambia for during 2 hours or 3 hours. We normally do such. We do bookings by calling on telephone, but what we normally like to do is to give an advance a day before the trip, so that you can have a fixed day which nobody will push and pull with you with the boat, because we normally have receipts to give to people where you have all our contacts, and we have business cards too, which you can call through on telephone. We have emails, sambu.sonko@yahoo.com, whereby we can link on WhatsApp too. We are using WhatsApps and others. So it depends how you like it. But I know if you come for a boat trip, you always like to come, because we always like to look for customer satisfaction first before anything. And we like people to enjoy the trips we are doing as the best trip in the river, and the river excursion too. So I think that's all for me. Guys, thank you very much.
Good.
Working at Delta for quite a long time now. I used to go for fishing and different type of trips, but fishing is my hobby, so I like to go for fishing mostly. So in fishing, fish are not guaranteed. Sometimes you can go without catching. Sometimes you can go a half day catching a full basket. So most of the tourists and most of the Gambians here, some they are good in fishing like tourists, but most of Gambians here they are not good in fishing. Because fishing is all about feeling and patience. So like when you catch fish, you enjoy the run of the fish. That's the game. So sometimes when they don't catch fish, some get angry. But you know, fish are not guaranteed, as I told you. Sometimes you can fish in the whole day without catching. Sometimes you can fish in 30 minutes, catch a lot of fish. So some understand that, but some doesn't understand that. So it's like, normally I have a good day. I used to have good day fishing. Most of customers, they are happy about my service. They are happy about my boat riding. They are happy about me because I give them entertainment, including fishing. You know, so that's the only few words I can say. Yeah.
That's very good.
3 days going, 3 days coming. So including fishing, if I told somebody who doesn't know how to fish, sometimes you can have surprise in the water. because you can be fishing and hook a snake. So if you see the snake, most of people they say, no, captain, just stay down, don't bring it in the boat. So many people used to scare about it. They say, just break the line for snake to go. You don't need snake, you need fishing. And the Chinese also, mostly, they come here for fishing. Chinese, they like frogfish. Many Gambians, they don't eat it. So some people say it's poisonous, but some say it's not. So, but Chinese, they eat everything, I can say. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.